Okay, here I am. I'm here for a highly requested video. Who's requesting a video from you, Miss Huff? You would be surprised how many people want me to make a video. I'm not. Okay, we're moving on. Wait, 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 wait. Did you like and subscribe? Did you ding the bell? Like and subscribe, okay? I want that sweet YouTube money. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to show you today something that's going to really help you in your science classes, maybe your math classes, life, maybe some other classes. Lots of people have made videos like this. I'm going to try to help you. I tell this story a lot because it's a true story. And if my friend Katie, if she ever watches this, she'll agree that this is a true story because this happened to her and I when we were working in a lab. We were working for a company and we were doing product testing in a lab. And sometimes we would need to like generate reports or do things. And one of the programs we need to use was Excel. So that's like a program that's got little sheets with little boxes, little cells in them, and you can add formulas into them and generate lots of information from it, and then make that information into a graph. People thought she was a genius. When they found out I could do it, they thought I was a genius. Guess what? It's so easy to use. It's so easy. So easy. And I'm going to show you today how you can take your data and turn it into a graph in Excel. Well, okay, I lied. We're not using Excel. We're actually using Google Slides. But Excel is very similar to this. So Excel, Google Slides, this kind of program. We're going to look at how you make a graph in there. Easy. So easy. So look right up here. You're going to click this little, they call it a waffle. That's what waffles look like. Okay, but you're going to click this. La 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 la. We're looking for sheets. Okay, not the restaurant. Google Sheets. Okay. If you're going to use Excel, then you can open Excel, I guess. But like, we'll just do it in Google Sheets because it's here. We're just going to go ahead and open a blank one. Now remember, you can title your things right here. So I might title mine YouTube sample wink face because I'm cool. But still, as cool as I was in 2005, or not. Okay, so you can, if you need to start right in the top corner or something like that, you can start really anywhere. I don't know why, like if I'm just going to make a quick graph, a lot of times I don't like to start here. You can add a title to all of your columns. You can highlight the whole column, you can highlight a whole row, and then you can do other things with them. I'm not going to go into all the different amazing things, all the ways you can add formulas. See this f of x, function of x, that you can type in here, and all the math that you can do on it and on sheets that does it for you. That's a whole other video. And honestly, there's probably people that can explain it better than me. I'm just going to show you quickly how to make a graph. Easy. You said that already. Can you do it? Yeah. Watch. Can I do it? Can I make a graph? Yes. Okay. So let's take a look. I'm just going to start in a random cell. That's what those little boxes are called. They call them cells. So all I have to do, I can add a title here. So maybe I'll put on my x-axis. So this is my independent variable. Okay. And then I'm just going to generate some random numbers. What's my independent variable? It could be lots of things. It could be time. Could be rainfall. Could be temperature. There's a lot of different things. Okay. And then I want my dependent variable over here. We'll just make up some numbers. 18, girl, go this way, 20. Okay. So, like I tell my students, sometimes looking at numbers like this in a chart, like you just kind of get almost overwhelmed looking at numbers because there could be a lot going on. You could have, like I've looked at Excel files that have like lots or hundreds of data points. and it has multiple variables that you can select from. That's like too much to like look at or analyze just as like a person. And sometimes just looking at numbers, like, yeah, I can look at this and I kind of see the trend that I created. But it's so much easier to see it as a picture than it is to see it as numbers. So Google Sheets and Excel, they have a function where if you have information that's like in a chart, it will plot it for you as a graph. So you don't have to do X comma Y and then make plots and then connect the line with your little ruler and everything like how I had to do back in my day. You kids are lucky today. Anyway, it's very, very easy. I'm going to show you. So all you do, I'm going to click and drag. So I will highlight. So you got to just like if you were highlighting words in like Word or Google Docs and you click and drag. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag to highlight all of these. You can see it kind of turned light blue. You'll know that you've highlighted everything because a blue box will appear around it. So here I have my box. So I've selected all my information that I want to turn into a graph. That's another cool thing. Let's just say you're working on some things and you're like, oh, I know this is like an outlier, or I only want to do the first 20. You can just highlight what you want. Okay. There's so many different cool things to do. I suggest that you do what I did to learn how to do a lot of these things, and that's play around with it, put numbers in, see how it changes, and just mess around with it. Miss Hef, that's boring. I don't feel like playing on the computer and making charts. Yeah, I know, but at some point, somebody is going to ask you to make a graph. I know it. If you're in school, somebody's going to ask you to make a graph. Might as well learn how. You might as well mess around with it for a little while and figure out what the things are that it can do. So I've highlighted it. Now what? I don't see a graph anywhere. Why didn't it make a graph? Because I didn't tell it to. So right up here, here's my information. I'm going to insert. And of course they don't call it graph. Because of course they don't. Why would they? You want to insert chart. And if you just wait, it's going to boop, pop it right up and a graph will appear. There it is. Okay, so it's done for me. A graph. It made it for me. Thank you. Now let's kind of go over here. My head's in the way. Sorry. We can select what graph type we want. For example, I don't really want a scatter plot. I prefer a line graph. Okay. If your teacher or whoever tells you to make a bar graph, that's one of the options. You can make a bar graph, a pie chart. So there's all different options for you, and you can customize it. Like I always like, first of all, I've got to change it to the greatest color of all time. And then, again, my head's in the way here, so you can't really, there we go, thank you. So maybe I want my points visible. And circles, I mean, I've been through circles. I want a triangle, okay? So, or if I have different variables, or I have different, like, experiment groups, I can add they can be added to this graph. I can add information here, and it can add another line. And I can make those lines different colors. A lot of times in professional publications, they don't do color. Boo! I love colorful stuff. I know that kind of scientific publication is just not for me. They're too serious. But anyway, instead of doing different colors, each of the lines that might appear on a graph, they'll have a different symbol, like a triangle, a circle, a square, a diamond, and they'll have a legend, a little key at the top that will tell you what's what. And then I can change all these if I want to change this to a different word. Maybe this dependent variable was plant growth in centimeters. Changes it for me. And this was, I don't know, amount of water in milliliters. Okay, because we use the metric system here. None of this gallons, none of this inches stuff. We use the metric system. I know you're not used to it maybe, but there it is. And then I can title my graph something. This used to be a good enough title when I was in high school, but really it should describe what's going on in this graph. So I could title it something like effect of water on plant growth. It should just be something that can explain what I'm looking at in the graph. It's that easy. It's already done for me. Like all the work, all the hard work is done for me. And under this Customize tab, under the chart editor, I can do whatever I want to this graph. I can make it bright colors. If it's for my class, one, I like bright colors, but two, I like to actually be able to read it. So just make sure I can read it, even if you want to do really bright colors. So, yeah. Then I can just literally like copy and paste this. So you can use the edit copy and then paste it onto whatever I want. I paste this into a Google Doc. It will actually ask me if I want to link this. What does that mean? If I link it to my spreadsheet and then I go back and I alter my data because I did something wrong, there'll be an update button right on the graph in Google Docs, and I can click update and my graph will change. So maybe there'll be another video if you guys need it for me to show you how to just copy and paste it over there, and then how it will change if I change my data. But that's all there is to making a graph in Google Sheets. It's so easy. It's so easy. If you have another variable, like you're looking at plant growth of lettuce and plant growth of radish, you can add your other y value, your other dependent variable here, and then you would just highlight everything, like if there was more information here. So I'll just put this dependent variable too, just to show you. Let's go from there. Let's see, that would be then I can highlight this, or I can just go to the chart editor and add it. But that always takes me forever to do, so I can just insert chart. And there it is. I've got my two lines on the same graph. It's done for me. Really easy. Like, I know I did that very quick because I already walked you through. I just wanted to show you how quickly you can have a chart made. And it's right. It's right. As long as your data is right, it's right. So I hope that helps you understand how to use Google Sheets to make a graph. Boy, does that make life so much easier. Let me tell you. Yeah, I hope it helps, and I'll see you later.